A Ukrainian special delegation visited South Korea this week, and this time with a request to purchase South Korea-made weapons. Why buy when it's been asking Seoul to provide K-weapons? So let's turn to Professor Kim Dong-soo this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So why is Ukraine now looking to buy Korean weapons? Is it because it believes South Korea won't provide weapons?
Ukraine is actively seeking sources for advanced military equipment to strengthen its defense capability. And South Korea is well known for its advanced military technology. So I would say yes to the question. But South Korea has maintained a cautious stance on directly providing lethal aid to Ukraine. Also, Ukraine is in a state of desperate need of more weapons. Its current arms supplies from Western allies might not fully meet its needs.
Well, that's why South Korea reportedly said no to the request, but why not sell eventually?
South Korea's decision to decline Ukraine's request for lethal weapons is likely influenced by several strategic, political, and economic considerations. First of all, South Korea has significant economic interest in maintaining stable relations with Russia, especially in energy imports. Second, there may be concerns about domestic opposition to becoming directly involved in the war. South Korea's stance reflects a careful balancing act between supporting Ukraine as part of global community opposing aggression and avoiding direct involvement in a conflict that could harm its strategic and economic interest.
So maybe those are the factors or reasons as to why South Korea said no to, selling the weapons. I also hear we are short on weapons anyway, including, Cheongung, K9, and K2. Is that the case?
I don't believe we are significantly short of those weapon systems, but there are several factors that influence our willingness or capacity to export them, especially in the context of Ukraine. Those systems like Cheongung, K9, K2 are essential to our defense strategy. Any reduction in their inventory could potentially weaken our ability to respond quickly to North Korean aggression. So South Korea has also made a commitment to export those systems to other countries, including Poland, India, Egypt, and others. So meeting these export obligations while keeping enough for its domestic needs makes it difficult to provide them to Ukraine.
Well, Professor Kim, then is it safe to say that South Korea may be waiting for U.S. President-elect Donald Trump to return to the office to deal with the Ukraine crisis? Because Trump has been very keen to end the conflict as soon as possible.
Yeah, that's true. I think South Korea's stance has been more cautious stance since the presidential election of the United States. But South Korea's decision on the Ukraine war shaped more by its regional and global strategic considerations than by expectations of future Trump presidency. While Trump's return could influence global dynamics, South Korea appears to be making its decision based on its own geopolitical considerations.
Well, what's worrisome is that Russia is reportedly gearing up for a huge comeback on Ukraine, which, after Ukraine used U.S. and UK-made missiles against Moscow. Then from South Korea, what kind of support do you think Seoul can provide? If not weapons, then what?
If South Korea continues to refrain from providing lethal weapons to Ukraine, it can still offer significant support in non-lethal and indirect ways to aid Ukraine in countering an escalated Russian offensive. These contributions can align with South Korea's policy of balancing global responsibilities and regional interests while avoiding direct military involvement. South Korea may provide humanitarian aid, economic support, and defensive and dual-use equipment, etc.
Then, dramatically speaking, Professor Kim, are you saying that it'll be impossible for Ukraine to get its hands on Korean weapons?
I think that the possibility is open, but I would say that South Korea will be making a cautious stance in the near future.
Alrighty, Professor Kim, thanks so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate it. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you.